My reaction to RWBY Volume 7, Chapter 3. Last time on RWBY, after the team got captured by the Aesops, instead of going to jail, they got sent to Atlas Academy, where they finally got to meet up with Ironwood and Winter. So they told them about how they got there in a stolen ship and that they did what they thought was right. So Ironwood then begins to tell them what he's been doing since the fall of Beacon. He came up with a new plan to destroy Salem. Little does he know that Salem can't be destroyed. So he showed them Amity Coliseum, where the Vital Festival was held, and he plans to build a new tower over there to replace the CCT towers. The scientists think that this tower will still be able to keep global communications up and running, even if another tower were to go down. So they'll bring global communications back up, and they'll prevent it from going away ever again. So after they build the tower in Amity Coliseum, they launch it high into the sky to create a satellite, and that'll keep global communications up and running, even if another tower were to go down. And after that, that's when the hard part comes. He plans to announce Salem's existence to the rest of the world. I don't know how that's going to turn out. And he knows that that's going to cause a huge panic that's sure to bring who knows how many Grimm to all the kingdoms. So he called back all his troops so that they could protect the people of Atlas if the Grimm were to invade. But I was a bit not sure how that would turn out because, as we saw in Chapter 1, Mantle can barely keep itself safe. There are Grimm coming into the streets every now and then. Penny can't protect the entire city all by herself, and the soldiers there can barely do anything against it. So those people might still be in trouble. But my main concern was the people of Mistral. They don't have any more huntsmen, huntresses thanks to Lionheart, and I don't think the police force can take on that many Grimm without extra backup. But they said Atlas is prepared to assist, but I don't know how they can assist if all their forces have been called back. Well, I guess for now we'll have to wait and see. So then Crow and Oscar told Ironwood about Oscar being the next Ozpin and that how Ozpin suddenly vanished. And then RWBY lied to Ironwood saying that they don't know why Ozpin suddenly vanished and that they never learned anything new about the relics. She told Ironwood what Ozpin told them, that it can grant 3 wishes and that they had already been used up before locking them inside the vault. So he never told them about Jin's vision and how there's still one more question left in the lamp. And then Ironwood chose to give the lamp back to RWBY so that RWBY knows that Ironwood isn't keeping anything from them. Now, so I was not happy with RWBY's decision to lie to Ironwood. I'm not sure why she chose to do it. Does she not trust him or something? Well, because after Volume 6, I expected them to be honest about it. But I'll wait to hear what RWBY has to say before I make a decision on my own about that. So then they got a tour on the campus and they got to meet the Aesops again, and now they're staying in the dorms. And then back in Mantle, we see that Watson and Tyrion have successfully infiltrated the town. Atlas is up their security, but they have not changed the code in Mantle one bit, and Watts was easily able to take advantage of that because he helped write some of that code. And so he and Tyrion are now successfully infiltrated Mantle. I'm not sure how they're going to get to Atlas from there though, but at least it's a start. And then while they were being taken away, they mentioned someone named Robin Hill and her happy huntresses, who were top graduates of Atlas Academy who chose to stay in Mantle to keep them safe. I think that maybe the woman that we saw in the posters in the first episode. I'm not sure if she's going to be important in this season or not, but we'll have to see. Okay, so now they've all settled into Atlas Academy and they all got to meet the Aesops. So now they have to work together to try and get the Amity Tower up and running so that they can announce Salem to the world. And then find a way to protect the world from the Grimm that come from the panic that will cause. So let's see how those preparations start now on RWBY. This is RWBY Volume 7, Chapter 3, Ace Operatives. The episode is starting right now. Okay, so they're going to make some upgrades also, right? Yeah, they said something like that. So what happened to Blake Soul? You don't have to do. Yeah, so they're getting a tower up and set. The Aesops. That's hair. Watts. Oops. When you don't know what you to do. Just love. Hope we got that right. Just love. Trust in love and open up our eyes. So, where are they going to get those new outfits? That's what I want to know. Now. Maybe now? Okay, so who is this?
Alright, gather around.
Airships.
Our mission today is to secure the launch site for the Amity Communications Tower.
Okay.
The designated area is an abandoned dust mine. Since its closure, the Grimm have moved in. The good news is all that untouched dust is still down there too. Science team says they'll need it for the first phase of their launch.
Okay.
Apologies for the mess and for holding on
Oh.
to your weapons for so long. The
All right.
upgrades you requested were, well, they were more than I anticipated.
What did you guys ask for?
Military huntsmen are already hard at work clearing out the surrounding tundra.
Alright.
Recon has identified a powerful Geist that's managed to evade destruction
Geist.
and take several lives.
Oh.
After we increased our numbers, the Geist was smart enough to retreat into the mine itself.
Oh.
Meaning it's old and extremely dangerous.
Oh.
This
Oh.
is our target.
Geist.
Weapons and armor should be as requested.
Alright.
I also took the liberty of reviewing your combat footage from the Viral Festival tournament.
Alright.
Some additional enhancements I'd like to suggest. But for now, these should serve you well enough.
The mine was a labyrinth
What?
back in the day.
What did they do
All sorts
then?
of tunnels and chambers the guys can move between.
Alright.
So if we're gonna kill this thing, we'll have to split up and corner it.
What's that? Pira.
General Ironwood says you've seen your fair share of combat.
Oh. Oh, what's that?
I trust that man with my life. So tomorrow, I'll be trusting you.
New outfits.
Hey,
Oscar?
RWBY.
What? So sorry, they get the new outfits? Ah.
Make it happen, people.
And Yang has sunglasses. Nice. Ruby. Look at that. What the heck? Oh, look at Wise go. Oh. Oh, the knight. Oh, cool. Oh. Nice. Got fixed. Oh, that was cool. Oh, that's awesome. She does Spider-Man. And Yang? What's that you can do? Welcome back, Team RWBY. Oh. Boomerang gun.
This is my favorite part.
Oh. Oh. John's new hair. Okay, what John gonna do? Does he have landing strategy? A parachute shield! That's awesome!
Perhaps you kids won't get yourselves killed after all.
A parachute shield?
She meant that as a compliment.
Mean girl. Oh well. Well, I guess not that mean. Oh, hey Crow also got a new outfit.
LZ's clear.
Proceeding on foot. You've all got fancy new scrolls, so don't forget to use
Oh.
them. Keep your eyes and ears open.
Oh,
I want an
nice.
update if you encounter the target. Alpha out.
Sorry, just not used to the new hair yet. Is it bad? No,
No, it looks good.
It's good. Great, even.
And I did not sign up to be a babysitter.
Yeah, well, the rest of us babysit you all the time.
SDC. I still remember the scar on Adam's face. On Adam's face. It looked just like that, of course. That's terrible what happened to him, though.
It's freezing out here! Without heating or a projected aura, the cold of Solitas can kill you in a matter of hours.
I
Oh.
suddenly don't feel as bad about leaving Oscar behind. Can we
Oh.
talk about that again?
What happened though?
What about it?
We're
What
really
else
not
could
gonna
you-
tell Ironwood what happened to Oz?
Yeah, what the heck?
About Jin? About
Ruby,
Salem?
We are.
are you?
We will. But you saw how things looked when we flew in Atlas.
The General's heart seems to be in the right place.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean we should trust him yet.
We need to play along for a while before we make any major decisions.
Guys,
Okay. How did Oscar feel about that?
Ruby, what do
Probably
you say?
shouldn't keep running around with an ancient relic on a keychain. You know?
But,
I know you'll keep it safe in Atlas.
Ruby, hiding things from Ironwood. Doesn't that feel like what Ozpin did to us?
Yes, Ruby. That's exactly what it is. You actually listen.
Gotta say, still not really used to working with other huntsmen in the field.
But you were on a team before, weren't you?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I just found working alone tends to be for the best.
Well, I think that's a shame. Alpha here. Give me an update.
That is semblance, bro.
Tunnels seem clear.
I like
We
this
should
guy.
be approaching the actual mine any minute now.
Guys, go on.
This is so exciting! It feels like we're an actual huntsman team! I, like what you did with your outfit, Ren.
Oh, what's that thing?
Probably stay focused on
And what's the blade over there?
Oh, okay.
I like your outfit too.
Bravo, checking out.
Nora.
Had a bit of a snag. There's been a cave-in the main entrance. Not sure if it's recent or was caused by the original accident. Either way, we'll have to do a little problem solving.
Understood. Let us know if you need anything.
You
Don't
okay?
blink.
I just realized where we are. This mine was closed after an explosion.
I remember
Oh,
the
no.
disaster.
India's parents? Is
I
it?
remember how furious it made my father. I wish I could take back the years of pain my family has caused the Faunus, and all of my complacency in it.
Did it happen to
This society is set
Ilya?
up for faunus to be at the bottom, and humans are willing participants. They benefit from doing nothing to help us.
No! It's going so good so far.
This society is set up for faunus to be at the bottom, and humans are willing participants. They benefit from doing nothing to help us. But there are still those who actively abuse us. Anyway, I didn't come over here looking to solve systemic societal issues. Harriet found a
Okay.
gap in the rubble we think one of you could fit through.
Okay.
Ideally, someone with a knack for seeing in the dark.
Okay, Blake,
Oh,
that's you.
of course.
STC, so many of them. Yang?
Alright, Blake. Take a look around. Is there any dust in the
That's
immediate
what's
area?
fixed.
Mine cards, debris. No dust though.
Great, then it should be safe to blast our way through.
Okay,
Alright.
heading.
Gosh. That came out of nowhere. That came out of nowhere. Gosh. I didn't see that coming at all.
Don't let it get away!
Oh. Okay, this thing is new. The centipede kind of grim. Yang. What? Nothing? Ah, what the? Oh, that's a lot of them.
That's disgusting.
Oh, Ruby. Oh. Oh. Nice. Bombs on them. Grenades on them. Oh, what the? Oh, I can turn around now? That's interesting. Don't know why that would be helpful, but why can't just? I have to go back to it then. That's cool, I like that. Oh,
Scary.
is that your semblance?
This is Bravo! We found the target but fled deeper into the mine. Engaging sentinels! Let's pick up the pace!
Guys, it's time to go. Go. Some more of these things. Oh, what's that? Oh, nice. Oh, grappling hooks now. Behind you, then. Yep.
A very head-first approach.
Yeah, well, that's just kind of our style.
Well, at least it worked.
One left. I got it.
Nope. There you go, got it. Ooh.
Your someone's makes you super fast, just like me.
Very cool.
Oh.
Well, based on your reaction time, I'd say I'm a little faster.
Of course.
We've engaged the target.
Okay, after it. Come on, Crow.
Let's head towards our position.
What's your thing? A fishing rod is a guy's that can pass through stuff, right? Oh, shoot. How supposed such a bad shot though? Dispose dust. What does it say? Oh.
Wait, stop!
Ah, back. Oh, I went down.
Target. Target escaped. Last seen headed east. Thanks for the call out. That could have been bad.
I wouldn't thank me. My semblance brings misfortune. Sometimes I can't keep it under control.
That's so? Well, hey, don't beat yourself up about it. My semblance is good fortune.
What?
Lucky you, huh?
Oh,
Charlie, bravo. You should be able to
that's
find the
interesting.
target at the heart of the
Crow.
Crow and I won't be far behind.
Maybe he can counter you. That's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, now I want to see that, how that happens. Good fortune. What's hot over there?
Guys!
Everyone use caution.
This room is highly active with dust energy.
We're right there.
That could ruin the launch site.
And vaporize us. How is that always second with you?
I thought the
Yeah.
target was supposed to be in here.
Target. Where is it? Oh, it's there. That's it right there.
It added dust to its body.
Oh no.
How are we supposed to kill?
Hey, hey, what? Ooh, that's cool something. Extend arms. And you have feet. So you have arms and you have feet. Are you gonna pull the dust out of it? Marrow. Harriet. Ooh. Oh, the dust. Nice catch. They are good. Look at Ruby just enjoying it. Grab the next one. Ruby, someone. Oh,
What would you guys do without me?
oh, Crow. What is it? God, check out these guys in action. Oh, ooh, nice one. You just pulled it out of there. Oh, and it's gone. That's it for the guys. You got to do that. Did you guys miss one? Is that all of it? There's one more. Ruby! Nice!
I thought you said your semblance was like mine.
It is?
I've seen other speed semblances before.
1 second. Okay. Sorry. 3, 2, 1. Last task. Okay. Ruby. Nice one, Ruby.
I thought you said your semblance was like mine.
It is?
I've seen other speed semblances before. That was different. I
Oh.
think there's more going on than you think.
Oh.
Wait until she sees what she could do with her eyes.
What? Oh, yeah, right. Of course. Why didn't Ruby do that over here, though?
Good catch, huh?
Oh, well.
No, I chalked that one up to talent. Atlas Control, this is Clover. Mission accomplished.
Clover. Oh. Oh, him.
Race for the left!
Oh, this guy again. The one who threw the brick.
Huh?
What's happening? Tyrion!
Who are you? Me? Oh, well, I'm someone just like
Don't
you.
kill him!
Someone who wants to mix things up around.
Well, what's with the eyes? What's with the eyes? Why? Tyrion? Is that it? That was a pretty fun episode. I got interrupted twice. First by bad internet, then by my speaker failing. So Clover, Elm, Marrow, and then I don't remember the others. Harriet, Rob, Pyle, Ruby, Marrow, okay. Okay. So still some bad stuff with fauna happening. That's a white footprint or a white footprint. Now, don't autoplay. Try not to turn off autoplay. So, Team Ruby began their first mission with the Atlas Aesops. And so before that, they sent a new request to Pietro to upgrade their weapons. And some of them were a bit more than Pietro expected. And he also looked at the Vital Festival footage as well to make some changes of his own. So along with the new weapons, he also gave them some new outfits for them. And most of Team Ruby changed their hairdos as well. Ruby got herself a new haircut, Royce put her hair in a braid, Blake cut her hair, and Yang, knowing her, I guess, kept it the same. But they all got some upgrades too. Yang got a new gauntlet for her arm, Blake's sword. So I think the only thing about Blake's sword is that I got fixed. Well, okay, so I'll get to the weapons upgrade. Well, I want to check out Ruby's first. I'm not so sure about hers. Okay, so this turns around. I don't see why she can't do that before. Well, maybe because she can't aim properly, I guess. Okay. Blake's thing can latch onto things and make her swing like Spider-Man. Before she has to like wrap it around something, not actually like a hook, so that she can use. And Yang just punch grenades onto them. She punch, and then it puts small bombs on them. And then she can set those off to make them explode. That's cool. And Weiss, her weapon I think is more or less the same. Nothing much on that end. And Jean got a cool semblance. His shield can now expand and become like a parachute. He now has a parachute shield that can also be used to cover a wider area too. Finally, a better upgrade for Jean. It's not just a shield anymore. But he still doesn't have a gun. Oh well. Nora's is not the same. They showed her firing something from a hammer, but we've also seen that happen in Volume 1 and 2 as well. It hasn't happened again since then, sadly. And Ren, though, the small blade on his guns, can now extend like a grappling hook, allowing him to latch onto his enemy and then go closer and then fire away. That was cool. So I like the new weapon upgrades that they got. And Crow has a new outfit too. So they all went to find a guy's camp that had snuck his way inside the dust mines. So they can assume that Geist has been out there for quite some time since it's shown to be pretty smart. And so we've seen that Grim that survived their battles learn from the experience and become smarter as a result. And that guy seems to have done that too. So they all chased it around, and while they're in the mines, they saw some centipede like Grim and fought those off too. Blake says she remembered the cave-in that they saw over there. And they didn't talk about this, but I wonder if that was the cave-in that led to the death of Ilya's parents. because she said her parents worked in a dust mine and that there was an accident that caused a cave in, and that's how they died. So is that the one that happened in? I'm not sure. And whenever I see the SDC logo like everywhere, like they had it everywhere on the boxes and on the floor also. And now whenever I see that, I just can't help but think of the scar on Adam's face. And he may turn out a terrible person, but he did not deserve that. He was not a terrible person before that happened to him. And so yeah, so this is how he turned out the way that he was. And so since Marrow is also a faunus herself, she knows that the society is not in the favor of faunus, and there are some people that still allow it to happen. And again, the show still has refused to actually show a lot of it. Well, in the first episode, they showed faunus in dust mines, so I guess that's something, but not much since then. I assumed Atlas would be the heart of it, and apart from the scene in the first episode, they still haven't shown too much of it. So then we also see Crow working together with the leader of the Aesops, Clover. So they fought the guys on their end, and Crow told Clover about his semblance being misfortune, and Clover told Crow that his semblance is good fortune. So he can actually balance Crow out. Maybe he can be the perfect partner for Crow, the one person he can work with without endangering them in the slightest. He's always fought alongside people before, but apart from him, kept worrying that his semblance may cause something bad to happen. But maybe with Clover, he doesn't have to do that anymore. So that's interesting. The perfect partner for Crow to have. So I want to know what Crow and Clover are going to be like. I still remember Crow's face when Clover told him his semblance. I wonder what those two are going to be like later on. Like how their relationship grow from there. So then we saw the Aesops in action as they fought off the guys that had dust attached to his body. So they took off its body parts and then caught all the dust before it landed on the ground with Ruby catching the final one. And so then we also got to see some of their semblances in action as well. So, so one of them, so there was a Clover, Marrow, Elm, Harriet, and one more. I think Elm is one that had the extension arms, and then Marrow had extension feet. So I think Elm's semblance was the arms, and Marrow's semblance was for the feet. So they kept those two in place while John, Nora, and Ren went to engage the centipede like Grim and noticed how their fighting style was more straightforward. And after that, so Harriet has some things on her arms that allow her to punch harder, and her semblance is super speed. She can run pretty fast. And Ruby says that her semblance is like hers as well. But after seeing Ruby's semblance in action, she says that she's seen a lot of speed type semblances, but none function like Ruby's. And Blake said the wait till you see about the eyes. And that reminds me, how come Ruby didn't use the silver eyes to turn the guys to stone? Would the guy's body have been turned to stone as well? Oh well. Maybe for now she just wants to keep low profile on it. Although I guess I wouldn't really blame her for not wanting to abuse it because she's a person who likes to fight them off herself. I think the only reason that she did it for the Leviathan move was because she felt like that was the only option they had left, that nothing else was going to work. Like she's not want to use it normally, and I don't think that she wants to use it unless she has to. I think she prefers to rely on her own fighting style, and that's why she doesn't want to use it. She has the power, but she doesn't want to be overly dependent on that power. She wants to be able to fight her own battles. Okay, so I guess the last thing I want to talk about now is them keeping the secret from Ironwood. Yang asked Ruby about it, and obviously she's not too happy about it. And for now, she wants to play along, but she's in her mind she's not too happy about it. And after meeting with Ironwood and after seeing how the ships are guarding the border of Atlas, Voice isn't sure how much they can trust Ironwood just yet. And Oscar told Ruby if they're doing the same thing that Osmond did to them. That's definitely going to come back at some point because they kept the secret from them and bad things happened. And now they're worried that bad things may happen like this too. And like Ironwood said in the previous episode, keeping the secret forever will eventually kill them all. So they have to tell them at some point. They can't keep this thing for forever. Yang is obviously not too happy about it, but for now she's playing along. But I don't know how that's going to last. Ruby says that she does plan to tell Ironwood eventually, although I hope it happens sooner rather than later. Because the longer they keep this from him, the worse it's going to get. And I hope they don't turn into the next Osmond for keeping secrets like that. So I have to see how that turns out. Okay, so this is just more of an action episode, getting everybody upgraded, their new outfits, their new weapons, meeting the Aesops, Crow and Clover. Yeah. Okay, so that part is all settled in. They got the guys out of the way, and they're still trying to prepare for Amity Tower getting launched. So let's see how those continue next time on RWBY. This was a fun episode, and I'm excited to see what happens next. My reaction is now done.